having a hard time teaching your little one to learn how to read? Are you looking for the easiest ways to help your child learn to read or complement the efforts of your child's teacher at school? You're welcome. This is the right place to be. I'm going to show you step by step how I taught my 5-year-old to read in 2 weeks. Yes, you heard right, in 2 weeks. And this is going to work for you whether your child is 5 or less or even older. I am Chioma Okoli, the founder of the Expectant Parent Academy and your early years parent coach. And so, before we get started on the strategies to get your child to read in no distant time, mine worked in 2 weeks because we kept at it on a daily basis. And so, if you maintain such a momentum, you will be on your way to helping your child learn to read, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe less. But the goal here, I must emphasize, is not just to get your child to know how to read, but to get your little one to love to learn to read. And not just to love to learn to read, but to love to learn to learn. Because learning is for a lifetime, it goes beyond reading. And this is an important point we need to establish. At the end of this video, I'm going to share a bonus routine that is going to help you get your little one from learning to read to reading on a daily basis and loving to do so too without struggles. All right, so you want to watch till the very end of this video. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Every week we bring you content 2 times a week on how to help you parent your young one in the first 6 years. So you want to stay connected and not missing any of the updates. There are two methods that I would share with you. The first method is what I will call the traditional method, and the second method is what I will call the modern method. The traditional method was what my father used to teach me how to read. Yes, my father had the most influence in getting me to read and to love to read while I was growing up. All right. And this traditional method is reading repeatedly to a child, telling the child, showing the child how to pronounce a word in a book, in a write-up, and all of that. This takes longer and this can be frustrating too. And so I've tried it with my 5-year-old earlier on when he was about 2, 3 years, and it was damn frustrating. Okay. What now is this modern method that works, that has moved him from learning to read to actually knowing how to read in 2 weeks? It is called word blending. It is indeed a busy word, and parents are not left without their fair share of this busyness. And so instead of being stuck in the frustration that the traditional method of teaching a child to read brings, you would want to switch to the easier, faster, and reliable means of word blending. Word blending is the process where you teach a child or anyone learning a new language at that to pronounce the individual sounds of the alphabet in a word. This helps them to be able to actually pronounce the word as a whole. Instead of having on a board letter words like mat, cat, rat, and you're trying to teach your child mat, 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 cat, cat, rat, rat. And so your child is blending the sounds m, a, t. One disparity that we must appreciate in the English language is that the way we say the alphabet and the sounds they make in words are different. And you want to eliminate this confusion for your child early on. So instead of saying mat, mat, or cat, cat, ordinarily there is a K in the English alphabet. So cat ordinarily should be kat and not cat. But a lot of words come with C as pronounced as cat. So you want to start helping your child with pronouncing or making the sound that individual letters make before you go ahead to blend the sounds together to produce a sound. And this, my friend, is the secret to teaching your child how to learn very fast. That was how I did it. And I'm sure that if you put this into practice, it is going to yield the same results for you. And yes, I promised a bonus at the end of this video. So for watching to this end, this is the bonus. If you want your child to learn to read, have a particular time every day where your child gets to read for the same period of time. So for my daughter, who is 3 years old, her reading target every day is to pronounce 20 words. Sometimes this can take 10 minutes, sometimes this can take less, sometimes it can take more. But for my son, who is 5 years, his target is to read 3 pages from a book every day. And this is how he moved from barely knowing how to pronounce even 2 letter words to being able to pronounce 3 and 4 letter words. And right now, he can read about 3 pages of the book that he's reading currently, and we are fine. Creating a space or a time or a schedule where your child sits to read is the first strategy to getting your child to love to read. And so every day you could call your child, it's time to do your reading exercise. Let's go on. You set an alarm, and your child knows that this is serious business, even though it's fun while doing it with mommy or with daddy. And if you get to try this and it works for you, do let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to share this video with other parents who are raising young children and are trying to teach their children to read.